What's up, Earth Angels? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tay and I'm a psychic healer here on YouTube. So today we're going to do a pick a card reading all about what this full moon in Taurus is bringing to your life. What you need to release, what you need to learn, what you're going to get out of this full moon, what's the aftermath. We're going to look at all the details. I know I've been feeling this pretty heavily and I'm sure you have as well. So I'm really excited for this reading. But first, I need you to choose one of these three piles. Here are the three piles. Pile 1 is on the left with your selenite. Pile 2 is in the center with the black heart. And pile 3 is on the right, the tiny little red jasper. So take a second to pause the video, see which one of these three you are being called to. And once you've figured it out, go ahead and go to my description box where I put all of the timestamps for each of these three piles. You can just click on it and it'll take you right to your part of the message. All right, I'll see you in your message. What's up, Earth Angels? If you chose this selenite, this is going to be a reading in your pile 1. So pile 1, let's go. Okay, so for you, this full moon is like tearing you apart. You might be having legit nightmares, trauma, experiences coming up from the past, people from the past coming back, calling you, contacting you. Maybe not all of these, but take what resonates, okay? So there's just a lot coming back to haunt you. Maybe you're running into somebody or you're seeing them, but they're not seeing you. It's like all of the dirt is being dug up from the past. All the skeletons in your closet are coming out for you to face. And it's like, you know, selenite is one that kind of like recharges other crystals, it clears them. It's like your body's going through a whole clearing. It's going through an energetic upgrade and it's freaking painful. And so I know that you're in pain and I know that this is a struggle and I'm so sorry that you have to feel this so deeply. Like Spirit was showing me your life is being like ripped apart in a sense, like emotionally. Maybe not physically, but it could feel like that. But it's being ripped apart so you can energetically upgrade, so you can have a happier time, so you can build your happily ever after, so you can build a better time, a better place, a better outcome. And you can leave the past in the past and move forward. So Spirit, tell me more. What is this full moon bringing for pile 1, Spirit? What is this full moon bringing for pile? Yeah, it's bringing literally super highs and lows for you to be able to achieve something better. That's what it is about. It's like one day you're good and the next day you're like, I can't fucking breathe. Like you're feeling shameful, you're feeling guilty, you're feeling sad, upset, mad, scared, worried, fearful, thinking you don't deserve the best, thinking that you deserve the worst, thinking that, oh, I did this and I did that in the past, or this person did this to me. It's like forgiveness. It's like trying to bring about forgiveness, not only for yourself, but for your trauma. It's kind of having you come face to face with your trauma. It's like you need to clear your chakras, do some energy work. And Spirit, what chakra is really affected the most right now? Your heart chakra is really affected. It's a lot of pain from the past. Okay, so Spirit, tell me more about this. What is this full moon doing for pile 1, Spirit? What is this full moon in Taurus tomorrow bringing about for pile 1? It's bringing about balance. There's a sense of this balance that you didn't have within your life, that these things were still affecting you in certain ways. So for example, if you were cheated on or you were the one who cheated, it was haunting you. If you were in a horrible accident, it was haunting you. If somebody did you really dirty, it was haunting you. And by haunting you, I mean it's haunting you as a person in all aspects of your life. Haunting you in your career, haunting you in how much money you make, haunting you in your ability to manifest, your ability to see things through. Because it's almost like a sense of maybe not feeling fully worthy for things. So this is going to help you cleanse and get rid of old energies so you can find more balance in your current energy. Spirit. But it's exhausting. You're exhausted. But Spirit is asking you to look at this from a very logical perspective. Like, I have to go through this in order to feel better. I have to feel this hardness, this challenge, this sadness, this anger to get better. Because if I push it down, it prolongs the healing. And Spirit's saying, while you might feel exhausted, look at it from a higher perspective, weigh the pros and cons. You want to cry now, you want to cry later. You're going to cry eventually. And if you do it now and you consistently work on it, you're consistently going to get better, and you're going to get better faster. And so this full moon is, you know, kind of shaking up your whole world and making you feel like, what the fuck is going on? But the thing is that this is for your own good. This is for the highest and greatest good of you. And if you work with these energies and you allow yourself to feel them and you pick through them and you're like, what is this? What is this? Oh, this is shame. This is shame because I cheated. Or this is shame because I didn't treat somebody right. Or maybe this is guilt because I think that I ruined the relationship and I didn't do something properly. Or this is guilt because I made a mistake at work and I got fired. Whatever it is, there's things you're holding on to that aren't allowing you to move on to your present life. So Spirit, tell me more. It's like everything that's coming up are things that are not enough for you. Things that are not meant to be in your body that you need to let go of. But in order to let go of them, you have to battle your mind and you have to understand that this wasn't serving you then. It's not serving you now. It doesn't serve to dwell on the past. So when it's not serving, it didn't serve you in the past. It didn't serve you now. It won't serve you in the future. So let's let it go so we can see what else is out there for us. So we can create more space, more energy for the right things to come in. Spirit, it's like this energy you hold on to takes away your glow, and when your glow is taken away, you're only given offers that are small. You're only given offers that are not good enough for you because your glow is not there. When your glow is, and it's like you're waiting for the results to come in, you're waiting for offers and opportunities to come in, but they're not coming because your glow is not there. When your glow is not there, you don't get the same opportunities, you don't get the same offers because your energy doesn't feel good. Maybe it feels okay, but it doesn't feel as good as it could feel. And so Spirit is saying, you gotta face it. You gotta make a judgment call. Does this serve me? Does this serve me to hold into my body and to hold on to and eat me? And if it doesn't, it's time to move forward. And how you move forward is you forgive. You forgive yourself. And forgiveness isn't like, oh, I forgive myself, I'm better. It's like a constant thing you work on. You're like, when you're feeling that shame or you're feeling that guilt, just say, I forgive myself. You know? I've made changes now to where I won't act like that. Or I've made changes now where I would never steal again. Or I've made changes now where I'll treat somebody better. Or I've made changes now where I'll never stay in a situation that is hurtful to me. And so don't dwell on it because now you've made the changes. Who you were then is not who you are now. And the universe is trying to energetically upgrade you so you can get what you deserve. So this full moon is very powerful for you and also painful. But it's starting a new cycle, and Spirit is saying just surrender. Surrender to the pain so you can move forward. Surrender to what's going on so you can have a new cycle start for you. And commit to this. Commit to being free, to letting everything from the past stay in the past, to leave it behind you, to move on and not look back, to free yourself. Because when you make that commitment to free yourself, your life gets better. I feel like I'm yelling at you. Spirit is passionate right now. Spirit, tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, it feels lonely. And maybe some of you are trying to call your friends. They're not answering. You're trying to like reach out for help or support. Nobody's answering because the thing is that you have to face it. You have to face yourself. And at some point, you have to sit there, be with yourself, be alone, and other people can't solve this for you. Only you can solve this for yourself. And while it feels scary, while it feels like you might be alone, or like, oh, like, someone come save me or make me feel better, the universe is saying, this is the first level of commitment to yourself. Facing yourself, understanding yourself, committing to yourself and what it is that's going on. You don't have to protect yourself from yourself. You don't have to judge yourself. Stop judging yourself. There's no protection needed. Face yourself. Give yourself the love that you deserve. Give yourself the love back. It's okay if you made a mistake. It's okay if you stayed in a relationship that was so bad and abusive. It's okay. It's not now. It's then. And it's time to let it go. It's time to move forward. It's time to legitimately change your DNA and your energy on a cellular level. You are ready to change. You are ready to be free. But in order to change and be free, you got to leave the past in the past. And this full moon is bringing up all the past. Spirit, what is it going to be like after pile 1 faces themselves and goes through this painful time? Goes through this painful, So when you start to face yourself and you go through this painful time, it's going to feel heavy. It's going to feel exhausting. It's going to feel like, I don't want to do this. I just want to close off and I want to leave. But at the same time, it's going to allow you to enjoy your current reality and your present moment much more. And it's going to allow you to connect back to your passions. So while this is a painful and hard time, it's also a beautiful time of a lot of growth and new beginnings. Spirit, tell me more. You might feel like, when is this going to end? But Spirit is saying when you work consistently on yourself, you're going to have a great reward. So this is the message I have for you, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this full moon is wild and it's rough and it's hard and it's a challenge, but it's no challenge you can't take down. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like it. Please comment. Let me know how the video resonates with you. I love to hear your feedback. I love to connect with you. If you're interested, I do online personal training. I do Reiki healing. I also do personal readings. Just check out my website down below in the description. And I'll see you in my next reading. Bye. What's up, pile 2? If you chose this black card, this is going to be a reading all about this full moon in Taurus. And let's just say I picked up this crystal and I can see myself in the crystal. And this full moon is literally making you take a look in the mirror and understanding, do you like what you see? Do you not like what you see? And I'm not just talking about like your appearance, but it could be your appearance. But I'm also talking about like inside, like you as a person, who you are, your values, your morals, like looking in the mirror and really self-reflecting. That's what this full moon is causing you to do. It's causing you to self-reflect and understand. This card wants to come out. Understand what you can do better, what better structure you can have, what better rules you can have, what better boundaries you can have. It's like an array of things, but it's really causing you to analyze yourself, to see what is meant for you, what is not meant for you, what you've been doing that's good, what you've been doing that's not good, what's good for you, what's bad for you. It's causing you to kind of look at your finances, to see where you could be more logical, where you could, spend less money, indulge less, where you could be more focused, instead of kind of just like sitting back and waiting for life to come to you. It's like you're realizing, I gotta go to life. I gotta go towards what I want. And so this full moon is just causing you to self-reflect and really, I feel like my shirt is falling off. Now I'm like getting insecure. And maybe that's a sense of you just kind of looking in the mirror and feeling a little bit insecure about where you are and realizing that you're the only person who can change this. You're the only person who could run full speed ahead and go into life and get what you want, in a sense. But let's see, these cards kind of flew out a little bit. I read tarot weird, I know. The cards are just everywhere. It doesn't even make sense to people. It's like, this full moon is about getting your shit together, getting your life in order, realizing that some things you have to leave behind, some things you're just not interested in, some things are just not enough, they're not a good enough offer for you, and All of these 3 things will allow you to glow better, will allow you to, I swear this thing is like falling down, will allow you to see yourself in a better light, and will allow you to be who you want to be, right? I'm not someone who wants to be like flashing people on YouTube. So it's like that. It's like self-reflection, like, oh, I don't want to be portrayed that way. I don't want to act that way. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be doing that. And so it will allow you to kind of glow in the way that you want to glow. So if you imagine yourself how you want to be, and you're like, maybe you're like, oh, I just want to be like someone who is beautiful and put together and looks really good every single day, but yet every single day you wake up, you're not getting ready, you're not getting dressed, you're not doing your hair. How does that align? Or maybe you're like, oh, I want to be somebody who gets to the gym, but yet every single day you make an excuse as to why not to get to the gym. So it's just really about self-reflection this moon. It's not anything like super painful. It's just kind of like, okay, I'm surrendering to the fact that maybe I am not in the exact spot I want to be in, but I am just going to focus on how I can get there, how I can begin a new cycle, how I can do this from this day forward. Like starting now, I'm going to work on finding balance in my life. I'm going to work on being a better person. I'm going to work, it could be anything. I need to work on being stronger, being more positive, being more committed to my goals. Really facing like my mental health, or just portraying each day in my actions the person that I want to be, the person that I have in my mind as this ideal perfect person, or maybe not perfect, but who you want to be, who you aspire to be. Spirit, what is the 7 of Cups about? I just feel like some of you really deal with your mind and your mental health, and this is kind of like you're looking in the mirror and you're realizing that you have more control than you think you do. You have more strength than you think you do. You have more power than you think you do. So if you're somebody who deals with your mind and you deal with a lot of negativity and a lot of like horrible thinking, bad thoughts, you feel like people are judging you, you feel like you can't achieve your goals, and you start to get down, you start to get depressed, you start to get overwhelmed, this full moon is allowing you to see that you're actually a lot stronger than you think you are, and you can take on all of that, and you can make it all be better. So it's kind of showing you your power, and it's showing you how to take back your power and how to move through these challenges, and how to it's kind of just an accepting full moon. It's not like, oh my God, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, my values aren't perfect, I'm not in the career. It's not like that. Your full moon, I feel relaxed and calm. It's more so just accepting, looking in the mirror and accepting where you are and understanding what you need to do to be better. That's what this full moon is bringing about. So, anything else you want to say here? So, during this full moon, you have to be careful because, yes, you are accepting where you are, but you have to be careful not to get in the slippery slope of, like, feeling attacked by yourself. Like, don't attack yourself, because you're a very, like, level-headed person, and you are examining yourself. And so Spirit is saying, yeah, you're being accepting, but while you're accepting these things, don't attack yourself. Don't be like, oh, your values are shit, you need to be better. Like, oh, I'm accepting that all of this is shit. No, like, you don't have to attack yourself in that way, right? It's like about being a little bit more positive and giving yourself more love during this full moon. Because while you are being consistent and working on yourself and examining yourself, you could easily push yourself down by speaking badly. And so Spirit just wants to kind of say, like, nudge you and be like, hey, speak to yourself with love while you're going through this transition, while you're having these realizations, while you're examining yourself and understanding where you want to be and how to get there. Give it to yourself with love, because at the end of the day, you have a lot on your plate. You have a lot that you're balancing, that you're going through, and you want to give yourself hope for the future. You want to be positive about your future because you know what you can achieve and you know how to get there and you are taking steps towards getting there. So give it a more positive spin. Give it more love behind it, because the love and the positivity will help your dreams and your pursuits grow and move along a lot faster than if you're like, yeah, you're shit for not going to the gym. You're shit for your values. Whatever it is, it could be anything. And so when you're more positive, it allows you to move with passion. It allows you to move with excitement, to move with, yes, I'm becoming a better person. Like, yay, snaps. While doing this. Like, snaps for me. Woo! Okay, it doesn't have to be like that, but be proud. Be happy that you're stepping into something new. You're becoming a better person. You're aware of it. You're excited. You're moving on. Because when you have this awareness and this love back to yourself, it allows a lot more opportunities to come to you. Because there's a lot of people who actually want to work with you or notice you or see your work or see what you do or are inspired by you. And so basically what I'm trying to say is inspire yourself, because other people are inspired by you. And so now it's time for you to be inspired by you, because you're taking these steps. This full moon is allowing you to examine, take the steps, move forward, and kind of move towards your goals. And so Spirit wants to kind of have you acknowledge that you know exactly where you're going. You know exactly what to do. You know how to get there. You know what you want. So take this time to not only know what you want, but move towards what you want, and move towards what you want with love and compassion and positivity for yourself. All right, this is all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like it, please comment, let me know how it resonates. I would love to hear your feedback. If you're interested, I am a personal trainer online. I also do Reiki healing online, and I do personal readings also online. So I do FaceTime, you know. So if you're interested, go down to my website, which is in the description, and you can look at all of it, or you could email me and hit me up with questions. All right, I hope to connect soon. I'll see you in my next reading. Bye. What's up, Pile 3? If you chose this tiny little red jasper, stone, crystal, this is going to be your reading all about what this full moon is bringing for you. So first, I just feel that this full moon is bringing like a shock for you. Something that feels like a shock, but Spirit is saying deep down you knew about this. You knew about this. You intuitively knew. It's like deep down you knew, your gut knew, but now it's serving as a shock. So let me see what Spirit is talking about. Spirit, what is this full moon bringing for Pile 3? For some of you, it's like a shock that has to do with your money or your finances or your well-being. And it's almost like you're put in this situation where you're like, okay, it's just shedding light on the situation that you've already been in. The situation you kind of deep down already knew wasn't meant for you or wasn't good enough for you, but now the light is shed and you're like, oh, hell no. I'm not making enough money, or oh, hell no. They're not treating me right. Oh, hell no. I'm eating like shit. It's like a shock, but it's not a shock because you knew it. And so the thing is that it might feel like a loud bang, or like a kind of like, how did I not notice this before? Or how is this like so clear now? But it's clear. The full moon is clearing the illusion. And for some of you, this has to do with relationships. And this could be not only like romantic relationships, but this could be about family. And there's just like a lot of toxicity. There's a lot of fighting, or a lot of like under the table, just drama or gossip. And you're like, holy shit, I never realized my family talks so much shit. It's so negative. And then bam, it's like you knew this your whole life, but now you're realizing it. And so it's like this full moon is really upgrading your energy. And so when your energy is being upgraded, the things that are at a lower vibration are not so much serving you anymore. And it might feel a little bit irritating or like overwhelming, like, oh my God, I can't, like, oh hell no. I keep hearing that. I don't know why. but it's almost shocking to you that you have been able to live, I don't know why I'm putting this back, why you have been able to live like this for so long. So Spirit, tell me more. And now it feels like you're just rushing in there and you're rushing into a war zone. Like it's like now it's completely on your mind and you're shocked and you just feel like this isn't good enough for me. This offer or this situation in front of me, it's immature. It's not enough for me. I don't want to be around this or be in this, and I need something new. It's like this full moon is pushing you towards newness, new energy, new opportunities to kind of heal, to move on, to find balance, to feel energized, to bring back your vitality. What is this full moon bringing opportunities for? Tell me more, Spirit. It's bringing opportunities for this pile is just everywhere. Like, it could be bringing new opportunities for ways of thinking, and it could be bringing new opportunities for more money or better quality money, making your money in a better way, in a way that feels good and doesn't feel bad. Something that is, you're just kind of looking from a higher perspective and you're just seeing things completely differently. Your perspective is shifting and you're just shocked. You're like, how could I have lived like this? How could I have worked like this? How could I have been surrounded by this? How could I be in relationships like this? How could I not stop people from gossiping like this? Or it's just all over the place, like I said. And so wherever this resonates, you're just kind of feeling shocked. But at the same time, it feels a little bit positive because you know you can make a shift. You know you can change this situation. And so it's like this full moon is powerful. It's powerful because it's allowing you to see where there needs to be change, but it's also scary because you feel like if you make the proper changes that you want to make, you'll be left alone. And so it makes you feel like scary or scared or nervous or anxious, but Spirit is saying that when you get rid of old energy or energy that's not serving to you, new energy can come in. And I'm not saying be like, oh, fuck my family. No, not like that. If people are gossiping, you can easily be like, oh, that's not very nice. Like, let's change the subject. You don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to talk to you anymore. But if it's like something about, you deserve more and you're asking for a raise and they're like, no, and you feel like you'll be left alone. No, you just know you deserve a raise. They say no, now it's time to look for something new. You're not going to be left alone. It's like switching your perspective and not being scared of this energy that is trying to get you to upgrade your life, because you are deserving of an upgrade. You are, hardworking, you're consistent. And so Spirit is saying surrender into this energy, surrender into this upgrade, surrender into the fact that this is not something you want to ignore because of your fears. This is something you know deep down, you can't ignore it, you're aware of it, it's clear as day. It might feel a little bit shocking, but in reality, it's just how it is and it's not going to change. And so you're the one who has to change it. You're the one who's going through a transformation. While this transformation is not easy, it's heavy, it's tough, it's scary, it's not something you can't handle. The universe doesn't give you anything you can't handle. And so remember that. While you're exhausted, continue to commit to yourself and what is serving to your life, what is serving to your consciousness, what is serving to your mentality, to your physical well-being, to your body, what is serving to your home, what is serving to you and your emotions. That's what you have to consider, because you can always make a change. We can always fix things. We can always change things. Doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. Doesn't matter how long the generations have been doing it. You can always make a change. And this change doesn't have to be so drastic like, oh, I'm alone, I have cut off everybody, and I have no one. No. It could be as easy as just changing your ways, changing your words, changing your actions, and it'll change for you. And so that's the message I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like my video. Please comment, let me know how it resonates. I really, really appreciate you. I am also an online personal trainer, an online Reiki healer, and I do online personal readings. So if you're interested in any of this, hit me up. My website is down below, also my email, so if you have questions, just email me, and I hope to hear from you soon. I would love to connect with you, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye!